Hey, it's Coach Reese here. I just wanted to show some of the considerations that we take when we're programming for our clients. The client that I'm about to go through now is an ex-marathon runner. He had a few injuries a few years ago that he didn't get rehab that caused him to not be able to run as much as he would like to. And instead of us just saying to him, oh, you want to get fitter again, let's get back into running, we decided that we would take that into his programming with his strength work. Because over the last lot of months, he has been really pushing his strength, and we're seeing a massive improvement across the board in his bench, squat, RDLs, hip thrust. We're seeing a lot of improvement. So that he's not just sitting there thinking, oh yeah, I'm really strong, but I'm not really as fit as I'd like to be. We decided then, okay, we're going to employ a few different techniques within his program to help his heart get as healthy as possible and help him feel a lot fitter while he's training. So one of them is a vascular shunt in an active recovery. So when he jumps in, he's on his bench press, then he's into his lateral raises or whatever he is. He's doing a bit of upper body work. The blood's going to flood those muscles. He's going to be feeling that pump up in his upper body. Then he's going to get onto the bike for 2 minutes. So that's his active recovery. And what happens when he's doing that is that blood that's all up in that upper body is going to shunt down into the lower body so that he can pedal on the bike. How that actually helps the cardiovascular health is that it makes the heart work a little bit harder because it needs to get all the upper body blood down into the legs so they can do what they need to do. And then after that, he cuts back off and he goes into his bench press and his lateral raises again. That gives him that cardiovascular aspect when he's working on his weights. Then that's employed throughout his sets on different exercises. So if he's doing predominantly lower body, it would be then onto the ski erg. So then he's working that upper body, the blood needs to shunt up the way. So what he's going to be doing is working a lot harder because he's having those active recoveries and that blood's having to go up and down, up and down. And then at the end of the session, he's going to have burnt more calories. He's going to have felt a lot better because he's getting active throughout it. He's not just moving weights, he's also getting that cardiovascular aspect in as well. So he's spending a lot more time working on his cardio, and we're not saying to him, oh, you just need to do 2 to 3 runs a week to get you to where you want to be, because people become time poor as life goes on. They are not able to fit in quite as much. He comes here 3 to 4 times a week and we look after him, and then we don't want to just send him out and say, oh yeah, you just need to do a few more runs, especially when he has previous injuries that could just flare up when he goes out for those again. So he's working in a safe, planned manner, and things are moving towards where he wants. And in the next 8 weeks, we're going to see a massive improvement in his cardiovascular health and his strength, because he's also working in that fatigued state. So when he comes into a fresh session where he's just benching and he doesn't have that active recovery, he's going to feel a lot stronger because he's used to working under fatigue. So yeah, this is a little bit of a longer video, but it's just to come in and show some of the considerations that we take when someone comes to us with a goal and how we help them get to there using the programming that we have here in the gym. I hope that gives you a little bit of insight, and that you can see that what we do doesn't just copy and paste off Google. It doesn't just take a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We look at what we've learned over the years and our experience as coaches, and what we do, it matters. What we do translates into what this person's going to feel at the end of that session. So yeah, have a great day. I hope this helps.